Story this morning, the Park Fire, getting new updated numbers this morning showing that the fire has now destroyed 134 structures in this. 4,200 others are threatened right now. That's the new update. The acreage, we're told, 164,000. That's pretty much the same as we saw this morning. The other news coming out of this is that the containment on this fire, it was 3% this morning. That's been revised down to 0%. So progress going the wrong direction. The fire started Wednesday east of Chico. It spread into Tehama County. Here's the evacuation map that's in effect right now. Evacuation orders issued by the Sheriff's Department for people in Forest Ranch. There's also new evacuation warnings in Magalia and also north of Paradise. We have multiple crews covering this fire in Butte County. Rachel Wolf is on Highway 32 joining us with more on the fight there. Hey, Rachel.
Yeah, we're in an area right off of Highway 32 where there are a number of homes that have burned to the ground. As you can see down here, this is right overlooking that canyon where Big Chico Creek rolls down into the upper Bidwell area, which is where that fire started. And we have at least 3 or 4 homes on this side of the road that have burned to the ground. And then I want to show over here that there are hand crews. These are CAL FIRE crews that are going and digging around some of the hot spots where they had fire that was encroaching some of the homes here. This is what an active firefight looks like. And then I'm going to have Steve come and pan over here up the hill a little bit. See that house that's pink? That's not normally a pink house. That is fire retardant, and there are dozens of homes in this subdivision that have fire retardant on them. So this fire exploded last night in the area and crossed over Highway 32. And that was the concern. We are at Woodland Park Drive. That is the subdivision where we're at. So you see the homes here. These are some of the 134 homes that have been destroyed. We saw some yesterday on Cohasset, but last night the winds caused like tornadic type activity, picked up those embers, crossed them over on Highway 32, and that brought that fire ever so much closer to Forest Ranch and Paradise. And Paradise has been through so much already. A lot of people are concerned about people that are trying to rebuild up there, and it's just traumatic for them. At the same time, the Paradise area serves as sort of a fire break because there's a burn scar here from the 2018 fire that took the lives of over 100 people and also took 18,000 structures, basically burned that whole town to the ground in less than 24 hours. So right now we have hundreds of fire personnel along Highway 32. This fire that was heading towards Red Bluff switched back around and is back in this area along the canyon. It's not heavily populated, but you have these little subdivisions which have popped up. They're beautiful, but they're also in that wildland residential urban interface that firefighters say they have to really monitor, because when that fire rips up the canyon, the views here are fantastic for these homes, but they also are in a very dangerous spot in terms of firefighting. So you'll see a number of crews like this here. This is a mandatory evacuation. None of these homeowners are here. Thousands of people still in evacuation orders for Tehama and Butte counties.
Okay, really scary. Rachel, thank you. We'll check back with you. Meanwhile, Dave Grassoff is out there. He is driving along the fire line. Dave, I see a lot of that pink Phos-Chek fire retardant, which is a good sign.
Yeah, John, I'm not too far away from where Rachel was showing those burned out houses, and it just goes to show you about how the wind really affects fire and can just be the distance from one house to the next. One house burned down and the next still standing. You can see right here, that's the canyon that I was just showing you down there, and these are the houses that basically overlook that canyon. You can see it looked like there was a little spot fire that was put out here. And so, yeah, the heavy aerial attack yesterday in this neighborhood. This is the Woodland, Humboldt Woodlands gated community, and we're actually on Woodland Park Drive, and it is just littered with pink fire retardant. It's going to walk down the street this way, but at this vantage point, I know Rachel, again, she was down at the end of the street where the fire came up that canyon and took out like 3 or 4 homes. At least this area right here, the fire and the aerial fire attack really helped out. So everything is pink from this vantage point. And you can see cars, driveway, rooftop. Yeah, everything is pink up and down the street. So at least in this general area, the aerial fire attack helped and saved these homes. John?
Okay, that is good to see. Dave, thank you so much.